The multiverse finally knew peace, a fragile calm settling over the countless realities scarred by the infinite war. After Goku's monumental clash with the infinite gods, a period of healing began. But peace, as always, was short-lived. Deep within the endless void, a new energy signature pulsed into existence, an anomaly so powerful it dwarfed every divine force ever recorded. This was something new, something ancient. Back on Earth, Goku felt a chilling weakness spread through his body. The golden instinct, the power that had saved reality itself, was now turning against him. The eternal flame that burned within his soul, once a source of limitless strength, began to flicker and dim. Its sheer immensity threatened to tear him apart from the inside out. A cosmic paradox where ultimate power became the ultimate vulnerability. His body, though Saiyan, was still mortal, and it was failing to contain the infinite. Sensing the disturbance, Whis appeared before Goku, his usual calm demeanor replaced by a profound gravity. He spoke of a legend, a myth whispered among the angels from the dawn of time, the tale of the Omni Flame. This wasn't just another source of energy. It was the primordial fire of creation itself, the very essence from which Xeno and the gods were born. And now, for reasons unknown, this ancient sentient power was calling out, specifically to Goku. Guided by Whis' celestial map, Goku embarked on a journey beyond any known realm, traveling to the sky of origins. This forbidden sanctuary, existing outside of time and space, was where the Omni Flame was sealed, resting within the very heart of eternity. The path was treacherous, a non-physical space where reality warped and twisted. As he ventured deeper, ethereal figures began to emerge from the cosmic mists. They were spectral warriors, echoes of the first Saiyans from Universe 7's long-vanished twin, Universe 13. They weren't hostile. Instead, they looked upon Goku with a strange reverence, recognizing him not just as a fellow Saiyan, but as the destined flame-bearer, the one prophesied to carry their legacy into a new age. They bowed, fading back into memory, their silent blessing strengthening his resolve. Meanwhile, back in Universe 7, Vegeta pushed his healing body to its absolute limits. Training relentlessly, he felt the distant chaotic pull of Goku's energy stretching across realities. It was a familiar sensation, a rival's challenge echoing through the cosmos. A grim smile touched his lips. Kakarot, you never know when to stop, do you? He vowed then and there to follow, refusing to be left behind in the race for power ever again. Goku's arrival at the Sky of Origins did not go unnoticed. A new terrifying threat emerged from the void, the Celestial Reclaimers. These were divine enforcers, constructs of pure energy created by the now vanished infinite gods with a single terrifying purpose: to reclaim the divine power that Goku now carried. They were automatons of cosmic law, and they saw Goku as a thief. Alone in the ethereal sky realm, Goku was forced to fight. But his power was unstable. The eternal flame flickered violently, its radiant gold shifting to a chaotic, malevolent black, and back again. He was losing control, the power he wielded tearing his very being in two. The Reclaimers pressed their advantage, their coordinated attacks overwhelming him. He fought with everything he had, but it wasn't enough. As his strength failed and he collapsed to his knees, a voice resonated not in his ears, but in his soul. It was the Omni Flame itself. "You are light and shadow united," it whispered, its tone both ancient and immediate. "Prove you are worthy to burn without end." Goku's consciousness was pulled from his body, drawn into the very core of the Omni Flame. Here, he wasn't fighting divine enforcers, but something far more challenging: himself. He was confronted by illusions of every version of his past self. A young boy with a monkey tail, a determined warrior facing Frieza, the first Super Saiyan, and even his golden instinct form. Each one tested his resolve, questioning his motives, his desires, his very identity. Was he a hero, a monster, a god? He had to accept every part of himself to proceed. Just as he felt lost in the labyrinth of his own history, a familiar spirit appeared. It was Azeron, the infinite god he had defeated, but he was no longer an enemy. He was a guide, a warning. He explained that absorbing the Omni Flame was to transcend existence entirely. It meant losing all that made him Goku, his love for his family, his friendships, his simple joy for life. To become infinite, he would have to sacrifice his humanity. For the first time, Goku hesitated. He saw Chi-Chi, Gohan, Goten, and all his friends in his mind's eye. He remembered the taste of food, the thrill of a good fight, the warmth of home. Azeron's path was one of cold, lonely perfection. Goku refused it. "I will wield infinite power," he declared to the flame, "but I will not become infinite." He would hold on to his heart, no matter the cost. His choice echoed through creation. In that moment of absolute conviction, his aura erupted. It was a spectacular, blazing inferno of gold, pure white and fiery crimson. His hair remained black, but his eyes glowed with the light of pure silver. His ki didn't just feel powerful, it felt complete. It burned brighter than creation itself. Goku had become the Omni Flame Saiyan. The celestial reclaimers, seeing their target re-emerge, launched a final, desperate combined assault. But Goku simply raised a hand. His new energy radiated an impossible duality, absolute peace and utter destruction in a single, silent wave. The reclaimers didn't scream or explode. They simply dissolved into particles of pure light, their purpose nullified, their existence peacefully undone. Just then, a portal tore open and Vegeta arrived, breathing heavily from his cross-dimensional pursuit. He stopped dead, his eyes wide as he took in the sight before him. Goku, cloaked in an aura that felt like the birth of a new cosmos. A slow, competitive grin spread across Vegeta's face. "Kakarot, you've really gone and done it this time. You've gone too far." The rivalry wasn't over. It had just been elevated to a cosmic scale, but there was no time for a reunion. The raw, untamed power of the Omni Flame, now fully unleashed, began to warp reality on a multiversal scale. The very fabric of existence started to fray, threatening to collapse and be reborn in a cataclysmic fire. Goku had to gain control, and fast. Suddenly, a figure appeared before them, his presence silencing even the roar of the Omni Flame. It was the Grand Priest. With a somber expression, he admitted that this power was beyond even the gods. Not even Zeno could withstand it. To preserve reality, he offered the only solution he knew: to seal Goku away in an eternal prison, preserving the multiverse from the flame he now embodied. Goku looked at the Grand Priest, then at the collapsing realities around him, and shook his head. He refused to be a caged god. Instead of fighting the power or letting it be sealed, he did the one thing no one expected. He embraced it completely, focusing all of the Omni Flame's infinite energy inward, into his own heart. The blinding light didn't detonate, it expanded, rushing through every universe, every timeline, every dimension. It didn't destroy, it restored. It healed the cracks in reality, balanced the cosmic scales, and brought a true, stable peace. The Omni Flame stabilized, now a part of him. Goku stood radiant, no longer a mortal, no longer a god, but something entirely new. The living embodiment of creation itself. The true infinity was born. Whis stood on the lookout, watching the horizon of the universe glow with a new, warm light. Goku's form began to fade, becoming one with the cosmic dawn he had created. His voice echoed one last time across all of existence, a gentle promise to everyone he loved. This isn't an ending, it's just the beginning. He vanished into the light, leaving behind a single brilliant spark in the void, the Omni Flame, waiting, ready to ignite again when a new story was ready to be told. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into what could be next for Goku, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring that bell so you don't miss our next What If adventure. Let us know in the comments what you thought of the Omni Flame. Until next time.